So here we are doing synchro transmitter receiver error detector. This is a diagram of the synchro transmitter receiver error detector. This is a transmitter side, this is a receiver side. We have this stator windings of the transmitter, stator windings of the receiver. We give the supply voltage to the rotor and the voltage gets induced on the stator windings, which are at an angle of 120 degree with each other. So when these then are connected with each other, and then the voltage is induced on the rotor winding of the receiver side, and we get the output as a voltage. So see, this is the kit of the transmitter and receiver. I'm switching on the kit. So when I rotate the knob here on the transmitter side, see, we are not getting a rotation on the receiver side. But when I will connect the stator winding of receiver with the stator winding of transmitter, S1 with S1, S2 with S2, S3 with S3. This is my transmitter side, this is my receiver side. When I will rotate this knob automatically rotates, because whatever voltage is induced on the stator windings is also induced here on this stator windings, and this gets induced over the rotor on the receiver side. So what we are doing here in the first part, what we are doing, we have to find the voltage induced across the stator windings of the transmitter. So we change the angles from here. We change the angles of theta, 30, 60, 90, 120, and we find voltage across stator 1, status 2 and status 3. So how you find? We find it using the multimeter. So this is a multimeter here. We switch it on to voltage and select the AC, because we are finding the AC voltage. So we will connect this knob with the common and find the voltage across the stator winding 1. So when I am giving the angle of 30 degree, I will find the voltage of the stator winding on the multimeter. Right? This is giving me the voltage across the stator winding 1. Similarly, I will find the voltage of the stator winding 2 with the help of the multimeter. Again, I will find the voltage of the stator winding 3 with the help of the multimeter. Right? This was in the second part. What we have to do, we have to find the voltage. In the second part, we have to find the voltage of the stator winding 1 with respect to the stator winding 2. Right? So also similarly, we also find what is the error between the two rotations. See here, when we move the angle to 30 degree here, we get, I am moving the angle to 30 degree, but here it is not 30 degree, it is only 20 or less than 10 degree. So there is an error of 21 degree here. Right? So this error we have to note. We have to find the synchronization between the transmitter and the receiver side. So in the second part, what we are doing, we are connecting the rotor winding 1 with the rotor winding 2. I will change the angle and I will find the voltage of the stator winding 1 with respect to stator winding 2 with the help of the multimeter again, and also I will find the error between the angles of the transmitter and the receiver. I will note down the angle of the transmitter and then I will note down the angle of the receiver, and I will find theta E, that is theta T minus theta R. Right? And I will find the voltage of stator winding 1 with respect to stator winding 2 with the help of the multimeter. Now, I also have to find the voltage of the stator winding 1 with respect to stator winding 2. So how I will do it? I will put the common here and I will put another red wire in the 3. This is the voltage of the stator winding 2 with respect to 3. Similarly, I will find the voltage of the stator winding 3 with respect to 1. So this I will connect here with respect to 1. So this is how we do the synchro transmitter receiver error detection.